WCHW official podcast. Today I have my co-host and good buddy Malachi. We're joined with a couple of guests. We've got over on your left, we've got Micah Cool from the Gators at GM, and then on my left, your right, we've got yours truly, Green Sox GM, Green Aces GM Carter Shaw. So Malachi, ask him a couple questions. Obviously, they just changed their name just back in February, so that's just my little backstory. Go ahead.
So, Carter, I know that you changed your name from the Moodies to the Aces. What kind of gave you the idea to have such a great name, and kind of just give us the background on your team name?
Well, so the Moodies originally came from this boy named Drake Moody, obviously. He kind of got mad with that name, so I had to change it, and there was a deck of cards just sitting in front of me. Picked one up, shuffled it, put out an ace, saw the next color, it was green.
Wow, and that's a good story. What are your plans for this next year? Obviously, new jerseys, new hat, it's on the way, and obviously you're gonna have the first overall pick in 2025 draft. What are your plans, and what are you thinking of draft pick?
Draft picks. I've got two good prospects. I'm gonna DM them later this week probably. See what they say. See how efficient they can be. And yeah.
Yeah, so now let's move over to Mike Cool. You've been the GM since 2023 at the Gators. You picked up gunner in the offseason after having a 2-7 record, and you came back and almost went to the World Series. What's your perspective on the draft? You don't have to say any names in front of us today, but what are you trying to look for in the draft?
I'm just trying to look for a good pitcher. I need a second pitcher on. Second pitcher behind Gunner.
So Micah's Josiah, you can ask more questions.
Yeah. So Carter, you started this whole change, and how is this going to affect your team chemistry? Are you kind of restarting, or are you kind of like trying to just get back in the groove and just kind of reset?
Yeah, I'm thinking of like resetting, kind of like a hard reset, just to get the morale
wipe
flowing.
it all out, kind of. Yeah.
All that negative energy out the door.
Yep. So coming up into the 2025 season in the fall, what do you have any numbers that for you, and any say goals of yours?
I got 4 goals right now. The first one is to have a winning record.
Yep.
The second one is for the team to go to the playoffs. The third one is for the team members to win an award this year. And then the fourth is obviously the big glory right here, the World Series.
Yep. So and how do you feel any pressure coming into a league that your former teammate actually created this setting? One team's not going to the playoffs this year. Does that put pressure on you?
It does. It makes me want to get back into that playoff race.
Yeah, and right now there's a lot of good teams. Gators obviously looking to have even more talent. Moody's trying to come. Green Aces, an awesome team name. Awesome jerseys. We'll probably put that up on the screen right now if that's fine. Then, anyways, and then they're trying to fight for a spot with Wizards, Orange Sox, Nighthawks. I mean, the league's great. It's a league meant for greatness, and there's a lot of really good teams. And so, Micah, do you have any words to tell all those fans out there?
We're just gonna be great this year.
So, and I also have another question, Carter. How's the Instagram page and TikTok? I'm not sure about. Don't really know anything about that. We will put the description down below for the Instagram.
It's doing really well. It's consistent, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
good.
And then the TikTok page, our highest views, I just made this 2 days ago, and our highest views 220 views.
Wow, that's really good.
And 9 likes.
So that's impressive. So Carter, is there something? What are you trying to get out of a player in the draft? And then what's your expectations coming into the 2025 season?
So first, we need we need pitchers. Second off, I need a heavy hitter. And then what I'm trying to do is try to like get them to a good morale, like talk with them a lot, make them sign a contract maybe.
Yeah.
And
obviously a lot of new rules for a lot of new things you have to sign. You have to be able to have your name on YouTube. That's probably gonna be one. There's just a lot of stuff to make sure that we're having good kids in the league and kids are doing the right thing. So so Josiah, guys.
So do you have any words for Green Aces, like fans out there? Do you have any words, any big speeches, anything?
I mean, come to the fan base, give morale, maybe you win a trophy.
Yep, and right now, I'd say,
And same for you, Micah. Do you have any words to say to kind of hype everybody up? Like, what's your big thing this year?
We're trying to win a World Series too and get a good draft pick. That's all we're trying to do, really.
I want to add something. How do I say this? I think the morale needs to be a lot higher than it was last year because my teammate and stuff.
Retiring after having I'll say it again because the statistics are in my brain. 570 with 4 home runs, making some of the best players in the league look ugly.
Yeah.
From pitching perspective, but yeah.
So I'll say it again, just because. Do you have any other words? Okay, so Malachi, you've experienced like the team difference. What does this bring to this league?
Oh well, I mean, last year, the year for like 2 years ago, in 2023, I felt like it was just kind of like your friends are over, and it is. But this last year, me picking Jack, he's a great teammate. I love that. I love Jack. I love all the kids in the league. I had to put his name in the podcast. I know he'll be happy. Basically, I think it's just great. I mean, we're growing our league. It's not just a bunch of kids coming around anymore. I feel like once we added the league, it felt more kids. It was better, more important to win. But it's always important to win. Try to be the best that you can be as a team and as a player.
Yeah.
So first of all, and then so Micah, you've been in a bad spot like he was this year as far as record wise. How do you think he can bounce back?
Carter?
Yeah, the Green Aces.
Just get good two draft picks and make good decisions.
This year there might be. Not sure if we're gonna have 3 players on each team, 3 fielders. Carter Shaw will get the 6th pick in the draft and honorary second round. So that might be out there.
Expansion pick.
So you got anything else before we wrap this up? Anybody?
The Green Aces are coming for the league.
Okay, we heard it from Carter Shaw, GM of the new Green Aces 2025. This WCHW will be hitting the ground running in the fall of 2025. Games and the season will start late July, early August, and the draft will be coming up soon. Meanwhile, we've got lots of stuff down there. So, anything else?
Nothing else. Just subscribe in that corner.
Yup.
And watch the last video in that corner.
And make sure to follow the Instagram account and the TikTok account, and especially the YouTube account.
Yeah, and please subscribe.
Yep, so that's about it. Hello. Thank you for joining and staying to the end. This is Josiah Wynn wrapping up from WCHW Network. We'll see you later.